Just getting ready here to start letting people in. If you're watching the recording, feel free to skip these first few minutes. Right. Welcome. I'm going to put myself. All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome, welcome. I'm just trying to pin video. There we go. Hello, everyone. Go ahead and get settled and comfortable. Have some water with you if you'd like to have that. Make sure if your phone is nearby, if you're not watching this on your phone, make sure that's silenced. As we start to get ready. Hello, everyone. It's so nice to see all of you. And I just invite those of you who are here already just to, just start to settle in. There are 38 people signed up. And now I know not all of them will be here live, but we have this beautiful container with all of our energy here. So it's nice to see all of you. And we will make sure that we get ready to begin. All right, lovelies. I'm just gonna check to make sure nobody's in the waiting area. So I will start. And as we start, you might see my eye wander just if I see somebody kind of knocking on the Zoom door, saying that they're gonna come in. But let's start to relax and settle in to this space. Start to open the circle and start to align with this beautiful frequency of divine love. So I invite those of you who are here already, you're like the welcome committee for everyone. So thank you for being here. And let's go ahead and just scan your body and notice if you're holding any tension in any part of your body. And if so, just start to bring your awareness to that part of your body. Start to breathe into that part of your body. Perhaps your shoulders or your neck or your knees. So just notice any tension, any tightness, even any numbing. Notice if there's any part of your body that you've disconnected from, which is very normal to do, especially when there's a lot of stress. So notice if you feel perhaps like all of your energies in your head, like up here. So just starting to bring your energy down to your feet to bring that balance. And if it feels good to do some just kind of shoulder circles, like bringing your shoulders up towards your ears and back, just relaxing that part of your body. And when that feels complete, you can do the other way, just moving forward. Noticing we're just preparing our body for this beautiful gathering. We're preparing our body to receive more of our soul's light, more of our divine inspiration. And let's do just with our neck, because our neck is such an important part. All of the parts of our body are important, but our neck can hold so much tension, and it's also a bridge. So just bringing your chin down towards your chest as you stretch the back of your neck, and then coming up to neutral. And then bringing your right ear over your right shoulder, Again, very gentle movement. And then coming back to neutral. And then your left ear over your left shoulder. And with this movement, a little goes a long way. So really allow yourself to move at a pace that feels good and just kind of do your own movement to bring healing and flexibility and release to your neck. So this is where our center of communication lives. It's the bridge between our heart and our crown chakra. So clearing that space. And when that feels complete for you, moving up now to our jaw, bringing your awareness here to your jaw and just opening gently your jaw, just feeling a release here. And you might even want to bring your hands here, just a gentle touch to release any clenching. You know, sometimes we do this unconsciously. So just relieving tension that you might have there. If you're guided to do some movement, you can do a little bit of that. But again, clearing tension in your jaw. And when you bring your jaw back to normal, just bring that intention of softening and spaciousness there. And continuing this, really guided with our face. So now at our third eye point, so here, and you can take your hands and just do this movement as we not only give a nice massage to our forehead, but start to really help our third eye to open, to align with our heart, right? So just, and again, when we're worried, when we're stressed, when we have tension, that part of our body can really hold tension. So just allow that gentle touch to start to really relax you as we're present. So let's start to tune in this space. And we include everyone here who will watch the recording. As I said at the beginning, there are 38 people signed up. So we include all of you who are watching this as a transmission in this opening invocation. So here now, I invite you to set the intention to be present, to be here, to arrive. And to help us do that, let's do that mudra of presence, right? So we bring our hand up and we bring it down through our center channel and we say, I am present, I am here. And we do that 2 more times. I am present, I am here. And again, I am present, I am here. And relaxing your hands as we bring our awareness, I invite you to bring your awareness to your hips and your pelvis, to your thighs, your knees, your ankles and feet. And visualize these beautiful roots of light that are going down your legs and out the bottoms of your feet, deep into the earth. And we visualize that our roots are going so deep into the earth that they find the heart of the earth. And your roots, allow your roots to settle there and to feel this deep relaxation, to feel this deep coming home and deep presence. And just allow that to happen. And it's okay to use your imagination. It's okay if you're not aware of any physical sensations in this moment. Just trust that with your intention, you are connecting so deeply to the heart of the earth. And we welcome that earth medicine. And also share your own medicine with the earth. So as we connect with her heart, Just we set the intention that we are also blessing the earth as we do this. So in this beautiful exchange of blessing, right, we're connected to the heart of the earth. We're receiving her blessing, her support, her strength, her ability to renew, her ability to heal and transform and transmute and recycle and take things that seem like they have no life and renew them into life, and to take things that seem like poison, that are harmful, and recycle them and turn them into nectar and love. So we welcome that earth medicine that we all need. And we're also so generously sharing our medicine with the earth. So as we do this now, I invite all of you here live and all of you who are watching this transmission, the replay, to envision all of our roots now extending, all 39 of us extending and connecting with each other so that we create this beautiful grid work, this beautiful network of light, this beautiful net, right? This net of miracles. Because we know when we are gathered in this way, our ability to receive, to release, to bless, to be blessed, to heal, to transform is magnified in countless ways that our logical mind cannot understand. So allow those roots, so we connect this beautiful, all of our roots connected in an interdependent way, not a codependent way. So as we connect them, we are still here in our space. We still have our beautiful boundaries, but we are connected to be here witnesses for each other, to be here as divine cheerleaders for each other, support for each other as we walk through these times and answer our calling, answer the calling that you each have and your role to play, the way you are here to bring light during these times. So with great trust, we bring now our awareness, bringing that energy, moving up the layers of the earth, up through the bottoms of your feet, up to your legs, all the way up to your hips and pelvis. Moving up your back, the back of your neck, the crown of your head. Again, feeling very present here. And we bring the palms of our hands over our heart center. And in that space, their hands here in your heart. Just welcome your beautiful soul. Of course, knowing that your soul's always with you. There's something very special that happens when we consciously and explicitly say out loud, if you can, or say in your mind and your heart, I welcome you, beautiful soul. I am open to receiving from you. I am open to be led by you. I am open to be loved by you. Because your soul's always doing exactly that, guiding you, loving you. Our human awareness can be closed to that. So right now we set that intention. I am open, I am open, I am open. And as we set that intention, I invite you to call upon your beautiful spiritual guides and teachers that you work with, that you connect with. Perhaps for you it's just beings of love, and that is fine. Welcome that energy of love. If you connect with angels, we welcome your guardian angels. We welcome the archangels into this space. Again, this is not bound by any one specific religion. all these beautiful spiritual traditions, we welcome their medicine. So as we welcome those guides, I name the Divine Mother, who I feel so strongly and have present always, especially during these times of need. And in particular, Our Lady of Guadalupe, who is here behind me, her image, if you're not familiar with it. We welcome her radiance and her love, her courage, and her divine commitment to all of our healing. And I invite you to feel the Divine Mother in the form of Our Lady of Guadalupe, or if there's another form that speaks to you more strongly in this moment, I invite you to welcome her presence right with you, right next to you. The energy of the Divine Mother, right? The Divine Mother that is infinitely loving, that is formidable in her protection of you, and that has such high expectations for each of us, because she sees into your heart and she sees all the love that you've already shared with the world, and she sees all the love that you still have to share with the world, all the love, the light, the medicine. So this beautiful Divine Mother, who at the same time has so much compassion for you, for the world, for the pain, and never dismisses your pain or belittles it or tells you to get over it. So she is this beautiful divine witness. And in fact, in this moment, I'm hearing her say to really take a moment to settle into this day, June 12th, 2020. If you're watching this on another day, wherever you are at, whatever date it is when you're watching this. But here in this moment, as we come into the 6th month, right, of the year, halfway through 2020, and thinking of the global issues, right, with the pandemic around the world and this country. I'm sharing this from Chicago. I know some of you who are watching are not from this part of the country. So there's that. And everything that has been unfolding in the last few weeks around racial injustice and equality, which is, of course, not, this has been going on for a long time. But this moment and this year, this beginning of this decade, that is bringing to the surface so much of the pain that has been there for such a long time. And in this space, wherever you are with that, whether you feel really connected to that, or you feel kind of like you're in a whole different sphere, wherever you are with that in this moment, the Divine Mother welcomes your burdens and your pain, your confusion and your fear. Anything that feels heavy, start to hand it to her already. And if you're going through your own personal breakdowns before the breakthrough that don't even feel connected to some of those issues, bring those to her as well. Because she can take it all. She doesn't get overwhelmed. She has no limit to what she can receive. So right now in this moment, we just hand her all of this, all of our stress, all of our pain, And she keeps using the word confusion. All of the, if there's any confusion anywhere where you're saying, I'm confused, I don't know how to move forward, or I don't know how to be of help, or I don't know how to be of service, or I don't know how I can help when I'm dealing with all this pain, or I don't know how to get through this one thing that I have been working on for so long, wherever that is in your life, or maybe it's in somebody you love in their life, bring it to her now. Just we start to share that already. And again, not holding anything back. That's what I keep hearing, like, don't hold anything back from her, because she already knows, but don't hold anything back from receiving her divine support and blessing and help. Nothing is too small or too big. Anything around your physical body, your health. So we just place it, and I see almost like this big crystal bowl that is going to be placed, this energetic crystal bowl. We place it in our circle. And as we go through this gathering today, this ceremony today, if at any moment you think of like, oh my gosh, I forgot to mention this one thing, or this thing is coming up, I have fear about this or worry about this, just like you're dropping it in that crystal bowl. So it is in this container being blessed. And so as we finish this invocation, we bring the palms of our hands together. And of course, we welcome the beautiful presence of the divine, of God, of source, of goddess, of the universe. Whatever word for God you use. And I've already shared, many times how for a long time I couldn't use the word God because it had so much baggage around it because of my trauma with religion. So whatever word you use for that force of unconditional love, it is welcome here. And I call on that energy of the divine to surround our circle. And I see this beautiful golden magenta white light that brings the energy of miracles, of truth, of innocence, of transformation and transmutation, of healing, divine solutions that our egoic mind cannot come up with. So we welcome that energy to surround all of us, those of you who are here live, those of you who are watching the replay. Energy, spirit, the divine transcends physical space and time. So we are here all together. And in this space, before we close this invocation, I hear this question for you to ask your soul, beautiful soul, why did you lead me here today? Why did you lead me to this ceremony today? What are you wanting me to receive? What are you wanting me to contribute to this group today? What energy am I bringing to this group and to the world? And with deep gratitude, we bow to each other. We bow to our beautiful heart. See your beautiful soul, all these guides, the Divine Mother, all bowing back to you in deep reverence of your heroic human journey. It takes a lot of courage to be here in this world, to be present, to have the intention of being a force of love. And we end and begin with a namaste. Namaste, everyone. So stretch your arms, get comfortable in this space. And I welcome all of you, those of you who I've connected with many times before, and those of you who are new to my work or haven't connected with you as much. Thank you for being here. And today, as I've been sharing, really came out of my prayer of, and it's an ongoing prayer. And I think if you're here, you have this prayer as well. Even you might not use the word prayer, you might not be conscious that that's a prayer you have, but this prayer of, God, use me. God, how can I be of service? How can I be your ambassador here on the earth plane here? And as so this really came about, and I shouldn't have been surprised that Our Lady of Guadalupe was like the overlighting mentor, because I've been so devoted to her for a long time. And when she said, create a ceremony where we come together, and it was so interesting because I wasn't trying to use alliteration. Whenever I try, I totally mess up, or like I'm not clever in that way as far as my words. But it was like, she really was like, pray, be in prayer. And then I really heard the word peace, tap into that peace that passeth understanding, right? As the Bible says, but so many spiritual traditions have said. And power. And it was so interesting to me to hear peace, prayer, and power together, which now, of course, it makes sense. But in the moment, it almost felt like, wait, those don't go together or something, like especially the power, right? And I realized that sometimes we have this understanding of prayer, or even peace can even seem like passive or weak, when in reality, it is so powerful. So that's why we're here today. And I've been talking about on Facebook Live and writing about spiritual activism or sacred activism. You can use those terms, or mystical activism. And the role of that in these times. And that's what this is about. And I want to be clear that when we gather in this way, just like when I lead my meditation classes, or when I work with my private clients, or all the different things I do, which are all about aligning with your soul, being led from that place, specifically about evolving your career, or if you're in between careers or retired, specifically about how you are meant to share your medicine with the world. And it is never about escaping. It is never about numbing out. It is never about taking the easy way. And so I want to name that. Now, when we are in ceremony, it's like this, just like what I say about meditation, it's an arrival home. It's this deep presencing. And the beautiful thing about ceremony is that the more we practice consciously being in ceremony, the more we can be fed by it. So if this is your first time consciously thinking of that, that's okay. You will recognize, like, oh, there's moments where I walk through nature and I'm in ceremony. There's moments for you, if church is a place like that for you, that might be ceremony. A temple, a beautiful, places, spaces in your home. I know in my home, I have altars all over, like just that I create, and that's my way of connecting and being in ceremony. So in ceremony, we access divine solutions. We access insights, innovative ideas, resources, and really the genius of the divine. And with these times, as we are called to birth new paradigms, we can't access that just with our intellect. If we could, we would have solved all this already. Like it would have been solved. I mean, I care so deeply about the Black Lives Matter movement. Absolutely. And there's so many wonderful people really working on that. And as much as, you know, with that movement, or, you know, finding solutions for the pandemic or sexism, all the issues, or the environment, global warming, all of that, it can be so overwhelming, and it is overwhelming to our ego and intellect. There is no way our intellect and ego can solve it. My cells, I understand that. So what we do is that's what sacred activism is that we're affirming, I'm not in this alone. Not only can I not do this alone, I'm not supposed to do this alone. And I don't just mean alone humanly, I mean alone like the divine. I am here to be a channel of this love from the divine to the world, this being an ambassador for these divine solutions that are going to come through me and through all of us to help the planet. That's what this is about. And from that place, then you hearing, what is your divine commission? What is the divine saying? This is what you do. This is what you're meant to do. And I want to name here, there's no comparison. So no like, oh, this means I've got to go do Facebook Lives. Maybe that's awesome if you want to do that, but maybe that's not it for you. Maybe for you, it's the personal conversations you have with people. It's your prayer that you do behind the scenes that is creating miracles and transformation for the world. So please know whatever comes is valuable, that it's whatever it is, whether it's very visible, whether you're in leadership in a very visible way, or whether you're in leadership behind the scenes or somewhere in between, it is perfect and beautiful for you. So as we do our mantra and we do some energy work, and I lead you on inner journeys for you to ask your soul that question, those questions that are the keys, because that's the entryway. When we ask the right questions, we receive the answer that we're looking for. So, and when I say the right question, I don't mean like your soul's testing you, but I mean that you actually, you pray about, what do I ask? That's how my questions come forward. If I just let my brain come up with questions, it comes up with things like, how can I do more? You know, what's wrong with me? I mean, like really questions that do not lead to resourceful answers. You know, it just leads to more of my ego answering it, right? So those questions that our brain comes up with are, why can't I do more? You know, why am I so tired? That seems like good questions, but they actually activate our egoic mind, right? Like, so if we want to access divine solutions, we ask divinely guided questions, right? And then we're like, oh, then we receive the answers. So let's do an inner journey right now, specifically around this question, which I asked yesterday in the Facebook Live, but I knew we were going to revisit today. There's two main questions today. And one of the questions is, what is your gift to give right now? What is your gift to give? And you might know because you might have been in that conversation with the divine in your soul for a long time. And if you already know, then the question is, there's always more with that, right? So like, how can I give it more? Who are you guiding me to give it to that I perhaps am not giving this gift to? But a lot of times we actually belittle our gift, dismiss it, ignore it. It's like literally right in front of us. And we don't realize like, oh my gosh, this is my gift to give. God gave me this gift. I was gifted by the divine with this gift, and it is mine to give. Now we have free choice, free will choice. So we could always say no, and a lot, and that's what happens when people are not on their path. And I say this with great compassion. I mean, I've been there, is that we say, no, I'm not going to give this gift. Because the gift that we are here to give stretches us, expands us, makes us a little scared, can feel a little vulnerable, or a lot vulnerable. So, but one of my teachers, she's talks about this a lot, and she says how, there comes a point when you keep saying yes to the divine and yes to your soul, that even though yes, we have free will choice, we're not robots, we have free will choice. At some point, it's the choice of no choice, meaning that at some point, you're so in love with the divine, you're so committed to it, that even if your parts are like, no, I don't want to do this, and we throw our tantrums and we're upset and we're frustrated and we're like, okay, this is my gift to give, so I'm going to give this gift. What you want me to be a channel to love this situation when I'm having all sorts of feelings about it? I wish that wasn't the thing, but you're guiding me to be a force of love in this situation. So I'm going to say yes. And you're divine, you're going to lead me, because I have no clue how I can be a force of love in this. That's what we're talking about, right? It's like, so we're going to do this inner journey right now to hear and listen and have the courage to receive that guidance of what is your gift. Because your gift to give, nobody else can give it. Nobody else. It's just your gift to give. So get comfortable. If you want to lie down, you can lie down. If you want to stay seated, you can stay seated. Whatever you want to do, or stand, whatever feels good. But it'll be whatever helps you to be in a relaxed state. So I don't want you to be distracted by your body. Like if you're like trying to, that you can't go within. So get in that space. And taking some nice cleansing breaths. Thanking everyone who is here, who is providing their beautiful medicine and energy. And bring your awareness to your heart, the entryway to your soul. And also bring your awareness to your womb. Male or female, we all have a divine womb. So right around what we call the sacral chakra, right around your navel. And you can bring a hand to your heart and a hand to your navel if that helps to bring your awareness there. And you can either leave your hands there or relax them, but just bringing that awareness, your heart womb, your sacral womb. Shoulders relaxed, elbows relaxed. And first thing is we're sending so much light to your heart and your womb space. These are the spaces that will receive so much love and divine energy in this moment. And then just relax. You don't have to stay focused on those parts of your body anymore unless you want to. Just know that they are activated. And in this space, I invite you now to visualize before you that beautiful golden path. And if you've been following my work, we've been following the golden path for years, but we're like this beautiful golden path that is the path that represents your highest path, is the path that represents the path that will bring you the most blessings, that will bring you the most fulfillment, that will bring you the most healing, and will bring the world the most blessing as well. In the past, it felt like those paths could not be one. In the past, there was this belief that it was either or. Either I'm on a path of self-fulfillment for me, but then I'm ignoring everybody else and I'm not being of service, or I'm in a path of service, but then I'm not taking care of myself. Those times are done. So we step on this golden path that affirms it is not either or. I can bless others and be blessed as I do that. So this is the golden path that you are on. Visualize that path, and I want you to notice how wide it is. You are on it. You're on this path, and it is lit up by the light of your soul. And this path, specifically 2020, here in June, you're halfway through this year, almost halfway through this year. You're standing on this path. And before anything else, I feel your soul saying, set the intention right now. If you want to, it's your choice. But this is the invitation. Set your intention. If there's anything you're holding from 2020 that does not serve you, that you have processed already, that perhaps isn't even yours, that maybe you think you need to hold on to because it keeps you safe, but it does not. Set the intention to let all of that go. And you can just say that prayer, beautiful soul, if whatever I'm carrying from 2020 that I don't need anymore, that you are saying I can let go of, I'm open to that. I let it go. So I see you standing on this golden path, and this beautiful light is coming down the crown of your head, filling your whole body, every cell in your body, like you're being cleansed from within, and going down out the bottoms of your feet, and anything, any of the mud, any of the toxic energy, anything that's been processed that you don't need, it is just going into the earth. And the beautiful earth is renewing and composting any trauma, any fear, any guilt, any judgment of yourself or others. Your soul is just basically saying, hey, I'm helping you clear yourself for this next half of 2020. Your love, your light is so needed in the world. Release the baggage. We want this to be a light journey. So set that intention. And that releasing will continue to happen as you stand here on this path. And Our Lady of Guadalupe, with her sun, radiant sun energy behind her, she stands there before you on this path. The Divine Mother, Mother Mary, or Kuan Yin, if she speaks to you. The Divine Mother standing firmly on your path. As you look at your path, you're like, wow, she is there. My soul is there. The divine is there. How protected and safe and guided I am. And as the Divine Mother smiles at you with so much love in her eyes, with so much compassion, with so much gratitude, she's saying, she's like, thank you for all of your courage, your commitment, your prayers, all the times you said yes to love. And she stands there with this knowing smile as you ask her with great humility and openness and love and devotion. You ask her, beautiful Divine Mother, beautiful Mother Mary, or beautiful Lady of Guadalupe, or beautiful Kuan Yin, what is my gift to give right now? What is my gift to give right now? What is my gift to give right now? And just let her radiance fill your heart, because the gift is already inside of you. Remember that. So feel the light. Receive that knowing of what your gift is. If you don't hear it right now, that's okay. Know that it is going to become so clear to you at exactly the right time. But just ask with openness, what is my gift to give? And then in this space, also asking, who are you guiding me to love? Or what are you guiding me to love? Or who are you guiding me to love? That I have resistance to love. I have resistance to being a channel of love for this. But you are saying, you are my channel of love for this. So receive that. And then asking, beautiful Divine Mother, what is my message? What message am I being commissioned, that you're recruiting me to be this messenger of love? What is my message? What is my message? And feel all of this radiance filling your heart, filling your womb space, as she provides all of the answers, all of the guidance that you need, whether you're aware of it yet or not. And I hear her saying, and I hear the divine saying, and I hear our angels saying, all of the spiritual family saying, let us do the heavy lifting. In other words, be open. Yes, go where you are being led, but remember, you are not there alone. You're not meant to carry the pain of the world with your body and your emotions and your mental state. We are surrounded by this divine energy that can transmute it for us. And as you stand there on your golden path, Our Lady of Guadalupe, the Divine Mother, now stands behind you. And you notice now that a beautiful altar has appeared right in front of you. It is the most beautiful altar you can think of. And it might be made of traditional altar pieces that you would see in a church, or perhaps for you it will be something in nature, but you see the sacred altar before you. And I see beautiful candles, and I see beautiful flowers, and I see beautiful crystals and stones, and maybe you see images of divine beings that you connect with. Whatever it is, whatever symbols you want on this altar, but you see this beautiful sacred altar. And then you notice that there are beings of love, your angels, even, the Divine Mother, that there are beings of love praying around this altar. And you recognize that they are praying for you, that they are praying for you to remember. They're praying for you to remember who you are, for you to remember your legacy of love, that they're saying these beautiful, loving prayers for you. So I hear like, there are words like, we're praying for Lisa to remember who she is, to remember what she came here to do, to remember that she is loved, that she is safe and protected. So hear the prayers that they're praying for you, that they use your name, right? And I hear, I'm seeing the list here, but, Sarah, Christina, Heather, Judy, Karen, Kathleen, Lorenza, Maisie, Michelle, Nancy, Sarah, Sharon, Tim, and all the people, all of you who are going to watch this as a replay, like hear them using your name as they pray for you with so much love and devotion, and see, what are they praying for? What are they saying? What are their words? for this beautiful prayer that is praying you. This prayer that your whole life has kept leading you forward to the light. So I'm going to be silent for a few moments here as you listen to them praying for you. And receive all of those prayers and blessings. Know that this beautiful sacred altar is always on your golden path. You can keep connecting with it. And in that space, with deep gratitude, your soul in front of you, looking into your eyes, reassuring you that you are safe and you are loved. So we bring the palms of our hands together with deep reverence and gratitude for your own holy nature, for your sacred self, for all the divine support and love that surrounds you. And we bow to each other and to our own heart as we close this inner journey with a namaste, namaste. And just making sure that your microphones are off. I think there's one. And staying in this space, right? This is what ceremony is, right? So staying in this space, we're going to do some of the mantra so that we can, I'm just looking through this, sorry, so that we can keep anchoring in what just unfolded. And as we chant this mantra, and I apologize, I didn't include it in the email, partly because I wasn't sure which mantra it was going to be, but it's a very simple one. It's Rama Dasa Sa Se So Hung. Rama Dasa Sa Se So Hung. We'll listen to it, and I invite you to chant it. And this is the healing mantra. It will be healing for you, but we're going to do a planetary healing. Right? So the mudra for this mantra is we just hold our hands like this. And I like to visualize, so for this mantra, like place on your hands, beautiful Mother Earth, the planet. There it is. We're holding her in our hands. And as we chant this mantra, we won't do the whole 11 minutes, but we'll do some of it as you listen to the music, as you chant along as best as you can. Feel the light of the divine going down through your crown, out through your heart, blessing the earth. We are just channels right now. We're like a flute, right? Or in Native American traditions, right? The chanupa, right? The smoke pipe, that we are like that. We're just letting the divine bless through us, the beautiful earth that is in our hands. So we're going to do that together. And then we'll close, and I have some oracle cards for you if you can stay a few minutes afterwards. If not, it will be in the recording so you can watch that there. So if you haven't chanted before, it's very simple. Your intention is the most important. We're going to have the microphones off, so no worries about that. And if you have privacy in your home where you can let your voice be heard, allow your voice to be blessing you and be blessing the earth. Okay, so we're going to do that. The music. So just let's hold your hands like this and hear the echoes of the mantra Ra Ma Da Sa Sa Se So Hung. And again, see that beautiful light from the divine moving down the crown of your head, out your heart into the earth. Just being open channels to love the earth, love, send love to wherever the divine is choosing you to be a channel of love for. And we bring the palms of our hands over our heart. Let that soak into our heart. Relaxing our hands. Take some nice breaths. And take a moment to visualize your aura as that cocoon of light that surrounds you. And let's do a brushing of our aura. So just like brushing your aura, knowing that as we gather together in this way, we expanded our energy field. We expanded our aura. We're expanding it so that we can have all of this space to walk through the earth, through these challenging times, be very present, but also have this beautiful light around us so that we can bring peace forward. We can step into our power as ambassadors of peace. And what's coming right now with the word peace, and I'll be doing more gatherings like this, but it does not mean that you don't feel pain, that you don't feel sadness, that you don't feel grief at times, that you don't feel anger at times, that we're human. We're here having the human life. So peace, and it also doesn't mean just like think positive all the time and be super cheerful. That's not, this is this divine peace. That's why it says it's that passes other understanding, because our logical mind doesn't understand that peace. Like our logical mind is like, how can I be at peace and still and be grieving? Or how can I be at peace when so many people are hurting? Our logical mind doesn't get it, so don't even try to get it logically. Our soul understands that when we practice together like this in ceremony, when you do use whatever tools you have to mine for that peace that is within, that you can be in that space of peace and still very much be present to your pain and sadness. What is unbearable is when we resist the feelings and we judge them. That feels so hard. But when it can be a clean sadness, meaning I'm sad about this and I'm a human, so I want to be sad about it. That's what a human would do, is like, I feel sad about it. Not flattened, I can't do anything, not judging yourself for the sadness or trying to rush through it really fast, but just that we can say that and still practice accessing that peace that is within. I am not a master at it. So please do not think that I am like, this is how I am, just floating in peace the whole time. Absolutely not. But what it is that is we practice, that we're committed, that we're like, okay, I remember that all of these masterful teachers who walked the earth said, brought that word, that quality of peace, that it is within me. And I'm going to keep practicing and doing these, committing to my soul so that I can bring peace where I go. You know, so that's our presence, even without talking, that our presence starts to uplift the environment, the frequency, the vibration, because we carry that peace. But we can't fake it, right? It's not something that, in fact, it can be harmful to pretend, you know, to try to fake it, not only to yourself, but to others, because it's out of integrity. So let's close our meditation safely so that we can step into the world bringing this beautiful energy that you received from your own soul. And whatever you received, what is your gift to give to others? Who are you here to love? All of that. If you still don't have the clarity, that's okay. That's very normal. You ask the question, and then later when you're taking a walk, or you hear a song on the radio, or you're taking a shower, or you're doing the most mundane task, sweeping your kitchen, then it becomes like, oh, this is my gift. So wherever it is, please know that the answers, your soul always answers you, always, always, always. And the Divine Mother always, always, always provides what it is you need. Our ego sometimes thinks it's something else. That's the only thing, right? Like that. Our egoic mind can think like, this is what I need, and I need it right now. And our soul and the Divine Mother knows, nope, actually, this is what you need. And you need it like this, right? So that's why this journey takes so much courage. So let's go ahead and take some nice breaths. Feel your aura, feel the golden path. Feel that crystal bowl where you released all the stuff, where it was like, oh, I don't need to carry this with me. Okay, I'm gonna put this in the bowl. So all of that, even if your logical brain's like, but I don't know how that's gonna work, that's okay. And you know, with everybody here, just feeling the love, the light, the medicine that everyone here brings. As we bring our awareness to our hips and our pelvis, our knees, ankles, and feet, and see those roots, right, that we extended deep into the earth, and we connected our roots with each other, right? 39 of us, our roots connected. So with deep gratitude, let's disconnect the roots, disconnect, disconnect, disconnect. Bringing your roots back to you. And staying grounded. So even as we disconnect the roots, even as you prepare to enter your regular life, keeping that deep connection to the earth, so that as you walk through the day today and you receive guidance and you receive inspiration and you receive clarity and you release what you don't need to release, you have those roots anchoring you to the earth, so that that guidance can create real change in your life and in the world. So that's so important, because when we have gatherings like this, it's so easy to then go back and like, okay, that was great, but we just go back to normal, right? Like, no, this is like a divine retreat to fill us up so we can take all of this with us as we go into the world. So I wanted to say, because I remember I have, if you want to, it doesn't have to be Our Lady of Guadalupe candle, but they're everywhere. So if you want one, you can get them. I know when I have the in-person gatherings here, I gift these to people. But even just any candle, if you want to do, if you're guided to do, you know, from now till the solstice, which is June 20th, a candle ceremony where you light the candle every day and you let yourself connect and be in that golden path and be in that place with the Divine Mother and your soul, to keep, basically what I'm saying, from now to the summer solstice, because that's a big event right there, that you're continue to receive that guidance of what is my gift? What is my gift to give? what, you know, guide me, Divine Mother, guide me, soul. So even if you light the candle for 3 minutes and you're in that, you go back to that space, that's very powerful. So if you want to do that, you know, I just invite you to join. I'm going to check on you. This is just to, you know, be with your heart if that's something that speaks to you. So thank you, everyone. I see that I'm already over. So thank you for being here. I want to pull 3 cards for the group. And again, if you need to go, I understand. If there's any words you want to put in the chat box, anything you want to share that you received today, or please feel free to do that. And yeah, so let me do this. Oh, I do want to say, when I send the recording, I'm going to upload it to my YouTube channel so that you'll have a link to access it that way, access the replay that way. So just wanted to share that. All right, so first card is from the Surrender deck. So let's see what the message is. All within that question of what is your gift? What is your role? What is your medicine here that you're sharing with the world? Let's see. All right, this is going in the crystal bowl. Surrender negative thinking. You have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing and quickly refocus on positive affirmations. All right, so anytime that comes, and what's the negative thoughts that come often after this is, am I making this up? Oh no, that's not what I'm supposed to do. Or, oh, I'm not ready. Or I need to, you know, I really don't have anything important to offer, or I need to prepare more. You know, all of those thoughts that basically keep you from sharing the gift. Those are the thoughts we're talking about, right? And of course, your sharing might feel very small right now, and that's okay, because nothing is small. Everything is big when you're following your soul's guidance. Okay, Soulful Woman, just for men and women. Let's see what the message is. This is, I think of these as postcards from your soul. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we have the word surrender. Okay, surrendering. I honor the truth in surrender as it opens me to gifts of divine grace. Look at her. So this is when you're on that golden path and you are releasing control, right? When you're saying, I cannot figure this out on my own. I'm not even going to try. I'm not even going to pretend that my intellect can solve this, whether it's global issues or something personal in your life, and that we surrender to the divine. We're saying, all right, beautiful divine, like this is, show me what the direction, the guidance. And I love that it uses the word, the gifts of divine grace. So as we surrender, we receive divine grace. As we surrender, we receive divine grace, right? So that beautiful image. And then finally, from the Earth Warriors Oracle deck, because you are Earth Warriors, warriors of love and light and peace. Let's see. This, sometimes when I do this, like 3 cards pop out, like it's very chatty, but we got one. Okay. I love this. Nana Buluku. She rests to create. Let me read that again. She rests to create. This is such a powerful card, and that message. In my book, I write about this. Doing and creating is different. And when we step into sacred activism, mystical activism, spiritual activism, it's not that we don't take action, of course, but that we recognize we take that action from that place of knowing nothing. We've talked about this before, right? That womb of no thing. How is it that we can enter that place where we're resting in the wisdom of our soul and we know nothing, but we can access all knowing? That's what this is about. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna zone out and just like, you know, not think about things. It's a very active rest. I'm gonna rest with the Divine Mother. I'm gonna rest with my soul. I'm gonna connect to that place where I know nothing. And yet in that space, I can know everything. That's what this is. She rests to create. All right, lovelies, that's the message. We rest to create. Thank you, all of you, for being here. Oh, I see somebody wrote something. Heather, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thanks, Heather. Thanks. Oh, thank you for doing the Celtic deck. You said snake. Oh my gosh. It was the adder snake transformation, healing and life energy. Tim is sharing a card that he pulled for us. The snake. I love snake medicine. How perfect. I should have brought my snake staff. Yes, snake is all about transmuting the poison. In the poison is the medicine, right? So that's another lovely question to ask your soul. What is the poison that you're guiding me to transmute into nectar? What is the poison that I'm holding right now that you're guiding me to change into nectar? Thank you, Tim, for that. Thank you, Christina and Judy. Thank you, everyone. Love to spend this time with you. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. I think I'm guessing you're all on my newsletter. If you're not, get on my newsletter because there's a lot of things coming up in June, you know, all around this, just like really aligning with our soul and connecting. And in today's newsletter, I'm sending a free meditation that I recorded. Oh my gosh, it's gifts on your path. So this is perfect. I swear I did not plan that. I was just thinking that like it's, so listen to, I think it'll be helpful for you. All right. Bye everyone. Thanks, Nancy. Thank you, Karen. Thank you all.
Thanks, Lisa.
Bye. See ya. 11:11. Perfect.